Muscle Mommy or Hildryn has gotten a new augment, and with that augment it completely changed out on how we play Hildryn. So in today's video I have a new Hildryn build and we're gonna be doing a lot of damage. We're gonna be armor stripping those enemies, having survivability like no other, and a lot of cool other things. The biggest changes happened to her Belfire charger. Now the fully charged shot costs less shields, which is very good, and the base damage has been increased, so that's very cool. And Aegis Storm has been changed out a little bit. Belfire charger is now automatically equipped. You can now use all of her abilities whilst in Aegis Storm and any Helminth ability. So this is one of the best changes for this Warframe, and it makes a hell of a difference, believe you me. Now, Hildryn can move around much better now. She can also move while activating Belfire charger, so that's also very good. And now when you deactivate Aegis Storm, you become invincible for a short duration, and you also do proc impact, but that's in the passive and abilities segment of the video, which is right now. Her passive being that she has, well, a lot of shields. She has a lot of shields and she has better shield gating. She has a shield gating grace period of 3.5 seconds, which is very good, and you can also give this to allies with her third ability. Now also energy, because she doesn't have any, actually recharges your shields. So the more energy you get, the more shields you gain back. Keeping in mind that Equilibrium, for example, Arcane Energize, and the Yello Archon short for energy efficiency actually work on her very well. Now also her overshields will absorb the damage that usually damages your health directly. So toxin slash all of that is going to be redirected into your overshield, so your health is going to be pretty much intact. So that's very cool. That was the passive. The first ability is the Belfire charger. This is her exalted weapon. It's a secondary, does electricity damage. You can fire fast shots and fully charge it, which, as I mentioned in the changes, costs less now, does more damage. That's very cool. We're actually going to be utilizing this weapon a lot, and you can probably see it in the background, but Pillage is her second ability. This armor strips and also takes shields from your enemies. If they have only health, well, you're out of luck. It also cleanses your status effects, so that is very good, and it also gives you overshields and shields back, so that's very nice, from the armor and shields that you stripped from the enemies. Haven is the third ability. Haven does radiation damage, it does boost the allies' shields, and also it increases the shield recharge rate as well. That's very cool, and it gives your allies, as I said, better shield gating. Other than that, we're gonna change this out for Eclipse. Why Eclipse? Well, Eclipse can be used for two things. You can use it for damage reduction, a max of 75%. This actually works on shields. I've tested this out. Is it a bug? If it's not, I'm not sure. Pablo did mention that they were going to change damage reduction abilities, but there you go. It works nonetheless. And you can also increase your damage, which is what we're going to be using it for. So that is our Helminth ability. Aegis Storm is our fourth ability and the one that we're going to be using the most. Aegis Storm puts you in flight and you activate your Belfire charger. Enemies that are killed give you extra energy orb drops, or I guess extra shields. You do also radiation damage and you lift up the enemies. This ability is going to be our main damage ability, and this is what we're going to be nuking, I think, 99% of the tile set. So how are we gonna do that? We're gonna be using the new augment, Aegis Gale. Aegis Gale gives your Belfire an alternative firing mode during Aegis Storm, and it deals 15% of your max shields in additional damage. This is one of the best augments that she could possibly receive. You're gonna be in your Aegis form 99% of the time, recharging your shields with Pillage, and you're gonna be using your Belfire charger to nuke everything with the old fire mode. So it gives you additional damage and fires 4 projectiles. That is very nice. What's even better is the build that we use in today's video. It's this one. in the aura slot. We have Growing Power, we have Primed Vigor, we have Prime Redirection, Continuity, Aegis Gale, we have Boreal's Hatred, Umbral Intensify, Transient Fortitude, and Blind Rage. We also have Arcane Aegis and Molt Augmented with Power Drift in the Exiles slot. I would highly recommend you get as many shields as you possibly can. This is sort of the maximum you can gain, but everything here is for a purpose, because the more shields you have, the better it is going to be, because you're going to be doing even more damage with your 4th ability. The way you're going to be doing even more damage is equipping these Archon shards that we have. We have one Tile Forged one normal one giving us 25% power strength and one for casting speed. This is going to be very good. It's actually going to help you out sometimes. Now, the focus goal of choice, we're using Mother Eye as always, power transfer and sling strength. Both of them casting speed and also power strength respectively. Amazing to have. The weapon of choice here is completely up to you. You can honestly use anything you want, because you're going to be using the Belfire charger 99.9% of the times. I would highly recommend you only have a primary that's good at killing acolytes, because you can kill the acolyte with your Belfire in your alt fire, but sometimes it's a little bit iffy. So I would always recommend a good primary to have. I use the Mitre and Karnan. If you want, here's the build. Everything else, keep it up to personal choice. That actually goes for the companion as well. The companion is completely up to you. You can use a Hound to prime enemies, you can use Nautilus and bring them closer, which is very good, but I found it sort of works, sort of doesn't sometimes. So here, honestly, whatever you like. If you have a good combination, leave it in the comment section down below. Very interested in hearing your thoughts. Now, you might be wondering, how are we gonna play this build? Well, all you need to do is just enter your 4th, activate your 2nd as many times as humanly possible, and then have your 3 active or Eclipse active, either damage reduction by pressing it or damage increase by holding it. So choose either one, and then just shoot with your Balefire alternative fire, and just recharge shields, keeping your hand on your number 2 key, and then on your middle mouse, which is your alt fire button by default, and just pressing those 2 and moving around. And that's all you have to do, and that's basically it. I am really hoping you guys enjoyed this build. I actually really like the Hildryn now. I love playing her. Might be a little bit slow, but very good and very interesting and actually useful now. Very interested in hearing your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below, so leave that there as well. And hope you guys liked the video. Also, do subscribe for more content, because there will be many more videos. I love you guys. See you guys on the next one. The Gaming Weasel over and out.